What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Justin Davis. Be sure to click subscribe and make a comment on this video because we're giving away a Xiaomi Fpv X8 mini 4K drone with a 3-axis gimbal on board. All you have to do is subscribe, comment on this video, and send us an email on our website at dronecamps.com. But if you're looking to get into FPV, how are you going to do that? Are you going to go to Best Buy and are you going to buy that DJI Fpv drone? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Watch these videos, see what everybody's flying in the FPV community, and buy something that is going to be worthy of your money. I know you can buy something ready to fly with DJI goggles, and it's great and all, but we do it way cheaper than that, and our quads perform better than the DJI drone. So today I'm going to review this Diatone Roma V2. This is the second version of this drone, and it is favorited by a lot of reviewers out there. It will carry a GoPro on board. You can put any type of GoPro or Insta360 Go. We have a 360 camera on there today that we're gonna run during my freestyle flight, and we're gonna fly it way out in this field today. We're gonna do a little big field flying. We're gonna test out its maneuverability, how much punch it has on the 6S 1300. I'm gonna get close to 4 minutes flight time because I'm really gonna be doing some power loops and some tricks out there with this quad. And we're gonna do some big field flying. So a little bit of best of both worlds in this video, and hopefully this can get you headed in the right direction to buying an FPV drone. Don't buy the DJI drone, you really don't need it. This is where it's at, and all my subscribers will tell you in the comments down below in this video how good these type of bind and flies are these days. This one might be one of the top ones out right now. So we'll put the links down below for this one and my favorite 6S 1300 battery and a 1400 as well. Get you a little longer flight time, probably around 6 to 7 minutes. Shorter flight time, but the batteries are a third of the price of the DJI drone. So let's go ahead and get the Roma F5 V2 up in the air and let's do some flying. Here we go. Alright guys, welcome back from that awesome 360 flight test. You can do a lot of stuff with FPV race drones. This one is particularly set up to be an FPV freestyle drone. Why? Because, well, you have super ultra thick replaceable arms on here. These are like 6mm arms with extra bumpers on the bottom to protect the arms in a crash. You've got all kinds of protection here for the flight controller. You've got extras in the box for any type of GoPro you want to add on here, or 360 camera, or even a decased GoPro. Those are getting super hot. And you have the ability to run an HD DJI Caddx Vista back here, which you can upgrade to later. This one is the analog version with a 1000 milliwatt Mamba VTX on here. So a very nice high power transmitter for video on 5.8 gigahertz. Super awesome. You also have side plates here that pop on and off, and underneath that it's hiding the twin G flight controller. It's the Mamba F7, so 2 F7s on board this quad make it perform really, really nice. Not a lot of jitters or any kind of vibration in this tune. It is like one of the most perfect tunes that I've seen in comparison to iFlight's Nazgul V2, the Evoque version, with the fancy LEDs down the side. But I like this design better because if you do put DJI back here and your 1000 milliwatt VTX, there's no way you really want to encase all of this and close it all in, because this VTX gets super hot. This video transmitter heats up. If you turn this up to 1000, I almost think it would fry if it had sidewalls. So this one has better ventilation all the way through here. And since we're running such hot equipment on 5.8, a lot of times with the VTX needs to be cooled. They also have motor wire covers on the top, which I think is really nice. It's a nice addition. We have our XT60 out the side right here, and it has a nice little clip right here that secures it to this post right here, which is nice because this won't get ripped off. If a battery ejects, it's not going to rip this off your ESCs and ruin your ESCs. Now, if you move this little trapdoor right here, it just comes to the side like that. You can take it totally off if you want to. You have a USB-C port right here for Betaflight and the F7 flight controller, and actually we've got 50 amp BL Heli S ESCs on here. And you can set this up to be bidirectional. The ESCs will handle any type of 3D if you wanted to do 3D later. We're going to talk about that more on the channel as well. But you can get the 4 and the 6S version of this quad for starting around $300. They have the non-camera version. If you already have an FPV like analog camera, you can add your own camera, and then you're looking at around $250. So that's not too bad for a bind and fly. It doesn't seem to have a receiver selection on the website, but it does say the same price for the 4 and 6S version. So in my opinion, I would grab the 6S version because you're going to get a little longer flight time. You're going to get 6 to 7 minute flight times with something like a 6S 1050 battery. 1050 milliamp is the one that I go to. I'll put some links down below for my battery of choice, but I usually go 6S because I like these low kV motors, because what that does for us is it allows us to run Li-ion. If you want to run a Li-ion battery, you can do that on this type of setup. The 2306.5 motors with 1700 kV. That allows you to fly 6S on those motors, and it allows you to fly a Li-ion because it doesn't have a super high amp draw. The 4S motors draw more amps, therefore you can't run a Li-ion because you can't even really get off the ground. Up front on this version, we have the RunCam. I believe it's the RunCam Phoenix. It's a really nice analog camera, looks great, and that is the Phoenix 2, by the way. The wheelbase on this one as well, like I said, 6mm arms, and we're looking at replaceable arms and 218mm from motor to motor. And it is a true X design with that classic long body. It has a top mount battery here and a really nice thick strap. They give you 2 sizes of strap in the box, which is also nice. So if you have a smaller 4S battery, you can use the The shorter strap, the bigger strap, is for something like a Lion, or say like even like a 6S 1400 milliamp, which I do run sometimes. That'll give you like close to a 10-minute flight if you're just cruising. We also have some 5-inch props on here. These are HQ SS props. And the ESCs on there, by the way, are the Mamba F5D BL. They're actually not BL Heli S, they're BL Heli 32. So if you're going to try to update the firmware on these ESCs, you need to use the BL Heli configurator. That is the 32-bit version, not the BL Heli configurator. Download it's a BL Heli 32. And that runs on the PC or the Mac. I have both versions. I think durability-wise, maybe the Evoque Nazgul 5V2 is more durable, possibly, in a really hardcore crash, but I feel like this one is going to be right there with it. They're both essentially the same type of architecture here. We have a lot of reinforcement on this bottom plate. I really like the way this is designed. This looks really extra durable. And hey, which one are you gonna ask me which one you should buy? I feel like if you want something simple to start out with, I would go with this one for the simplicity of it. And again, it is more expensive than some of the other bind and flies out there. In 2021, $300 seems to be about the price for some nice bind and fly. But iFlight and Diatone are two companies out there that you can rely on. People ask me all the time, is this company legit? I had someone asked me the other day, is Emax USA a legit company? And my reply was, absolutely. They're, it's kind of like they're the, just another like Ford or Chevrolet in the FPV community. So they've been around since the very beginning, making like the Nighthawk series. So I'm happy to see that this one came along though, and the specs on this is comparable with the other most popular drone out there, because hey, the original Roma rocked and tons of you guys bought it and people love it still to this day. It's like one of the top choices in 2020 and even still in the first part of 2021. And I wanted to really get a hold of this V2 because it looked even better. And the 4S version of the motors, by the way, are the same size. They're 2306.5s, but the KV are 2450 on those. So it's kind of a standard race motor. 1700, but again, those are the ones that are the jam for me. So I would get those. It has plenty of extras in the box, and I think it's just like a rock and roll bind and fly, and it should be one of the most popular ones on the Banggood website. So if you're looking for something that you can just bind up and fly and not have to deal with vibrations or problems, I think this one is a great choice. And that is, 2 thumbs up from me for this design. I think it's better than the original Roma, which is freaking awesome. So go out there and rip with this one and make some fantastic videos. Share them with the channel if you guys do have videos out there on either of the Romas. Share them in the comments down below. And make sure you do comment below, guys, because we're giving away that FIMI very soon. Like today is September 7th. I told you guys in the middle of the month, so subscribe. Make a comment, let me know where you're from, and email us on our dronecamps.com website on the contact page. People are not being able to find my email. You don't have to have my email. You just go to the contact page on dronecamps.com, send us an email, and you're good to go. So subscribe, make a comment, send us an email, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care until we do the next test on the channel. I'm Justin Davis. Have a good day, guys. Happy FPV.